Hi there. Today I'm going to show you a way to make simple tomato soup using just a few simple ingredients. It's really fast, really easy, something that's really good come spring, summertime when tomatoes especially get in season. So first thing, you start with some water. First thing you want to do is wash your hands. Second thing is wash your fruit. I've already washed these. And then you just take off the tops of your tomatoes. I'm using Aroma tomato just because they were cheap right now and ripe. And then we have a 9 by 12 pan of tomatoes. I got a few other fine ripe tomatoes here that I'm using. So they're starting to get mushy in my fridge, so it's okay if they're a little overripe too. And then I keep olive oil in a wine bottle with a spout. I can control it easier, and so we'll just drizzle it. Drizzle this with some olive oil. A fair amount, just so that they're pretty well coated. Then we'll add some salt. I keep my salt in a sugar shaker. I use a kosher salt. You can be fairly generous with the salt. If it's kosher, if it's iodized, you want to use a lot less salt because it's finer ground, and so you usually use more kosher salt than you would iodized salt. And then we're just going to take a few already peeled garlic cloves that you can buy either in the packages or like this at Whole Foods. We're just going to drop a few of those in there. 8 or 10 or so, maybe 12. And then we have some fresh basil. This is basically one of the small containers worth. And we can just kind of tuck these in there. Alright, and then I do a little cracked black pepper. You know what we'll do? Let's fill this all the way up with water to where it's like a quarter of the way up the pan. That's pretty good. You can see that. If you can see the water. But you're basically just like it's coming up to right about there. So, all right. And then you preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Actually, you can just throw it in, not preheated. It'll take probably about anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half, maybe depending on your oven. Could take up to 2 hours to roast these. We'll get them in the oven uncovered. So they'll go in there just like this on the top, the middle rack, on the middle rack. Okay, so I just pulled the tomatoes out. They were at 350. I left them in there for 2 hours, and you just want them really nice and soft. And you can see there's liquid in there. It doubled, so the liquid is about halfway up the pan now. So you want to save that. We're gonna just blend all this up and turn it into soup. So make sure you hang on to that liquid. We're gonna let these cool, and then we'll go ahead and blend it up. Okay, so now we're just gonna put this in a container where we can blend it up in. I have this big bowl here, and then I've got my stick blender. Now you can use a regular blender if you want and do it in batches. But I have this, so I'll just get it all done in one. Alright, so here you go. Nice. You can blend it up as much as you want. You can strain it if you want to. And there you go, salt to taste.